Who knew blind dates were still a thing? When a friend told me her little needed a date for barn dance, I did what any guy would do. I took the date with a pretty sorority girl. Little did I know that 10 years later we would be standing here today.
I can't help but feel overwhelmed with emotions. I remember the day that you were born like it was yesterday, when I was baking mom and dad for a little baby sister. And now here you are, all grown up. Don't cry.
Andrew Tyler, you of all people know all too well that I take forever when it comes to making decisions. So this might come as a surprise, but the decision to marry you has been by far the fastest and easiest decision I have made.
Andy. I love Andy, so I won't insult him or embarrass him by trying to be funny. I've known Andy for a long time, so I've known him through every phase of his life. The kid phase, the teenage rebel phase, the adult phase that we sit here now. I could go on for days about how fun, caring, hilarious Andy is, but to me, it's the intangible things about him that really separate him from the rest. I want to take this opportunity to actually do what we've rarely done in our 20 years of knowing each other, and that's tell you what I really admire about you. You know he has the amazing ability to make you feel at ease and welcome. It's actually that ability to make you feel at ease and welcome that helped me come out of my shell as a kid. I would not be the person I am today without Andy, and had I not met you all those years ago, I don't think I'd be standing here today the man I am. Mrs. Gatto, you are so sweet and so kind, and I've seen the man Andy has become today, and I know you have played a large part in that. Kristy, your patience and kindness is apparent to everyone that meets you, and you prove that every day by committing yourself to teaching. I knew you were a great and genuine person from the start, and you've continued to prove that in how you've treated my friend and the life that the two of you have built together. I know you're going to make a wonderful wife and mother, and I couldn't ask for a better person for my friend to be on this journey with.
Kristy and Andy have been together for nearly 10 years. And from the day I met him, I knew I would only be so lucky to call him my brother. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life, and I feel so honored to be a part of it with the both of you. And Andy, thank you not for only embracing Kristy's quirks, but also loving her unconditionally. You bring out the best in her, and for that, I'm eternally grateful.
As we start this new chapter in our lives together as husband and wife, I promise to always listen to you, even when you're wrong and I'm right, which you know happens. We have grown so much together as individuals and as a couple. You allow me to let down my guard and bring out the best in me. You make me feel like the happiest, luckiest, most loved girl in the world. You truly are my best friend and the love of my life.
I remember our first date vividly, how timid and shy you were, but also how sweet and friendly. How your smile lit up the room, and how impressed I was that you could take shots of Jack Daniels without a chaser. Even though you were quiet, I had no problem talking enough for the both of us, and I felt like we really hit it off. As I got to know you better, I realized the shy, quiet demeanor was just a front. That for those close to you, you let your loud and goofy side out. From your terrible Taylor Swift covers to your hilarious dances, I feel so fortunate that you let me see that dorky side of you. I have been so amazed at how much you have grown over the last 10 years, and I'm so proud of the woman you have become. I love that you are passionate and stubborn, and that you push me to be a better person.
But most importantly, I promise to continue to fall more and more in love with you. always and forever. Thank you for being my best decision yet. I love you, Angie Tyler. Noodles and noodles.
And now, Andy, is the moment you've been waiting for. You may kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that I officially present to you Mr. and Mrs. Andy Caraballo.
You are an amazing little sister, my best friend, and now a wifey. From the bottom of my heart, I can say that I'm in awe of the woman you've become, and I can't wait to see how much further you'll grow. Your strength, determination, or shall I say stubbornness, and extremely loving nature are qualities that make you truly special. And I stand here as your maid of honor. You're something blue, if you guys didn't catch that. I can't help but feel overwhelmed with emotions.
People have come from Croatia to come to this event. From Raleigh-Durham, North Carolina. From Stevensville, Montana. We've got a big crew from Philly, PA. We've got quite a crew from the state of Washington. I'd like everybody that flew down here from Washington State to stand up, because I'm so happy. And some of them were in my wife and I's wedding, and they're here tonight to celebrate. This group of guys, of Andy's friends that they've gone to school with, seem kind of like my group of guys that are old school now, but we're still dogs. So I'm passing the baton from an old dog to a new dog to keep it going, because I think it's fantastic. Look at this crowd here.
Kristy, I do want to come clean about the infamous day that me and Andy got tattoos. I have a confession to make. It was my fault. One day, Andy and I went on a nice little bro date down to Santa Monica and had a cocktail or two, or three. Four is the most I'll admit to. My parents are here. But as a lot of you know, if you're with Andy, you're having a great time, and that's exactly what we were doing. I got a beautiful Yankee tattoo on my right tricep. Andy got a nice little oregano on the top right of his butt cheek. It's bright green, and if any of you have been unfortunate enough to see this, it's about the size of a quarter. But if you heard him complain about how much it hurt, you'd think it's the size of a football. Kristy, it's been 5 years since that's happened, believe it or not, and I've still yet to apologize for that day. Well, today's not that day. I have not only the best sports franchise in history on my arm, but a memory of one of the best days I've ever had with my best friend. Andy, I'm lucky to have you as someone I can consider a brother, someone to look up to. And I know because of the person you are, you're going to make an amazing husband.